Alright, welcome back to Fusing Pokemon. Today we are doing Ducklett and Meditite. First, with all the random shapes, what I'm doing is just trying to get my stylus to work. And now onto the head. You'll see that I have a lot of problem with trying to figure out how I want to do Meditite's head. And how I want to use the little spike on his head. I struggled with this almost through the whole thing. I struggled with the eyes at first because I wanted them a little bit too high, then it didn't look right. But then I eventually just got to the nice big circular eyes. But even that took a while a bit longer. Now we get to me trying to figure out what I'm going to do with his face. I struggle with that, but not as much as I did with the spike on top of his head. At this point, I'm also making the little curls inside the Meditite's head. I'm now making the body from Meditite. Instead of using Ducklett's body, I used Meditite's. I thought that would be probably the easiest way to go. And looking at the end result, it's probably the better idea that I did that. Still have to work on the proportions, but again, each day I do something better. The wing I tried a couple times, and it just wasn't going out, and then I finally found a good look for it. It looks like it's sticking out instead of sticking in. Once again, proportions, and I need to figure out how to do that better. Right now, I'm doing Meditite's legs with Ducklett's feet. I thought it would look weird with just Ducklett's feet because it doesn't look like he has legs. He might. Like some of those duck legs. But that's what I chose to go with. Here I was having some proportion issues, trying to make the feet almost the same length. I eventually got it though. Originally I was just gonna do like circular duck feet, but then they started not looking good. So I eventually switched to the square ones. Here you'll notice that I start making lines to start finishing the product. But in the middle of it, I realized that I didn't change my layers. And I was there when I realized it. But ultimately I think I'm happy that I actually did mess up there, because it made me be able to do the mouth better, the eyes better, and the ears better. So ultimately I'm just happy about it, and the heart I'm still having problems with. I'm also noticing I need to work on my line and not press so hard down on the pen. Right now I am doing a palette so that I can see what I need to color it. So I'm taking most of the colors and paletting it up and down on the scale. And again, I added a sun to make sure that I'm doing the shading at least halfway correctly. I originally was having a problem with the hat having too white of a color, but ultimately it went well. Right now I am coloring the beak, and I was having some problems with trying to figure out where should I put the beak color. I kept thinking that it was maybe too short, and it still might be. Once again, proportion, and trying to figure that one out. And I chose to make the body a little bit more blue, just because it was referencing from the other photo. And then none of them were really the same color, and it was a little bit obscure. Shading becomes easier the more you do it and the more you reference real life. I didn't fully know how I was going to do the stomach area. It took me a while to figure out the fact that Meditite had a diaper-ish thing and not just a white stomach. But ultimately I tried a lot of times and I just didn't go with it. Yeah, that's where I'm trying to figure out whether or not I can do the white spot on Meditite. But I try and I just fail, and then I go for the eyes to make them actually reflect the sun. I had the opposite way. And there we go, Meditite and Ducklett. Have a good day, see you in the next video, and bye.